Welcome back. Episode 24, gentlemen. And this is the first time all four of us have been on the screen at one time. So
It's
a lot of new
weird.
things happen. Was that?
A little weird.
It is odd.
I'm surprised we fit on here.
Yeah, I know. So am I. But it works out. Yeah, so it's awesome, actually. Change things up a little bit. So episode 24, a lot of things happening. Next episode's 25. We have a huge guest coming on. So our interview with that individual is Monday, a week from today. So looking forward to that. But we also have a big announcement. Gentlemen, we alluded to it on a previous podcast that about Meat Fest, Green Bay, Wisconsin, at the Expo Center. And we have been actually invited. The Super Smoke Bros have invited to the Meat Fest. We'll have our own booth there too, just displaying like previous interviews, I guess. But we are actually partaking in two different panel on the main stage at Meat Fest. So super excited. Not sure what's going to entail, men, but it's going to be fun. So that is Meat Fest is presented by Pelican Smoky Meat Market in Crivets. They're the big sponsor. And it's on May 31st. It goes from 10 to 4. I know there's general admission tickets. And you get to eat a lot of food with that general admission ticket. And I believe there's bourbon there and local breweries too. So, and a lot of music. So, should be a great time. So looking forward to that. And we actually have people that are coordinating this event going to come on after episode 25, because there's a big event in Green Bay coming up, and that is the NFL draft. So, and it's at the Rest Center. So it's a lot of focus on that right now. So, little later, but we got together here, and one of our favorite things to do is share recipes. So we're going to have an episode on sharing recipes, and they'll be posted on the video, as you can see coming up here. So Mr. Berlin, take it away.
Oh, I get to go first. All right.
Yes.
So nothing that's smoked new, but I want to, for some reason, I'm kind of addicted to my Blackstone right now. One of my favorite recipes I do for my family, the kids eat it, which is amazing because it's actually using venison, not always everyone's favorite meat, but I use chicken and venison stir fry. I basically make so fried rice, teriyaki marinated steak, or I use venison, and then I either do sweet and sour or the orange chicken marinated as well. So real basic. We'll have the recipe up for you, but real basic concept is marinate. I like to marinate my meat for at least 4 hours in a Ziploc bag with nice and tight, airtight. I let the kids play around with it and mush it around. They love doing that to get the meat marinated. Is how I get the meat going or ready to go. I use you can use all kinds of rice. To be honest with you, I just use the minute rice. It's quick to make. You don't have to worry about those long, lengthy. It's already a long process to begin with. But in my fried rice, I do the white minute rice. I'll use peas, corn, snap peas as well, and onion, and I kind of put it all together with the egg, and then with some soy sauce. Again, look at the recipe. And then I love doing vegetables as well. So we'll do peppers, snap peas as well. Onion is kind of the basic. Every now and then we'll do like water chestnuts or something, but we do use the soy sauce on that as well. But the crisp from the hot Blackstone is hard to beat. If you ever been to a restaurant that does that in front of you, they do the onion trick with the train. So I'll do that with the kids too. And
the choo-choo.
Yeah, the choo-choo train. Yeah. Ching, 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 ching. It's kind of fun. So it's a fun thing because then all the family can watch as it's going on too. And it comes off quick and hot. We just eat it as we go. No different than like a hibachi restaurant.
Are you throwing food in their mouth from the
flipping it in?
No, that's dangerous. I'm not good aim, and we don't want to waste the food. So
some sake.
Yeah. We did it with the water. I did it to my brother-in-law. I had him stand and I squirted him with the water like it was sake. So yeah, that's a good time. Yeah.
So do you flip the egg up really high in the air too?
I can't do that yet. It's again high risk. Yeah, so it's just enough just to be able to make that. You got to really watch it. It's quick, happens quick. So any kind of distraction that throws you off a little bit, leads to, like in the past, I've had really crispy rice, which I kind of like the crisp on the rice, but burnt is not good.
No. So do you use baby corn?
Baby corn? No, I
No,
don't use the baby corn.
I love
No,
baby
just
corn.
just canned corn again.
Yeah.
Real basic. You don't really have to do anything fancy when because all the flavor is there.
Right there, you're right.
Just
Yeah.
real basic, simple, cheap ingredients. It's a
Yeah.
really great cheap meal, inexpensive. So
And pretty fast too,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
very fast.
That's awesome. I'm gonna
Yep.
try that.
All right, I guess I'm next. I just did this yesterday. I smoked some mac and cheese, and also grilled some chicken on our Blackstone. The recipe is kind of a long process, the whole mac and cheese thing. So look more of the details when it gets posted. But got to use cavatappi noodles, the corkscrew noodles that gets the cheese sauce gets in that a little bit better than it does with elbow pasta.
Ooh, that's a good tip.
And the cheese sauce has mozzarella, a pound of mozzarella, a pound of Colby Jack, and a half pound of sharp cheddar, and you have to hand shred it. Otherwise, the pre-shredded has some sort of film on it, which
Yes.
could be like a potato starch or something like that. That could be completely wrong.
Another good tip.
Sounds good though.
Really good tip.
But
yeah.
it'll be that'll kind of make your cheese sauce a little grainy if you don't shred your own cheese. So you got to buy the blocks and shred your own cheese. It takes a long time, but it's worth it. And then, like I said, look at the recipe. But for the chicken, I just dice up some chicken breasts, put them on the Blackstone with some Kansas City seasoning from Tailgate Foodie, and then just put on whatever barbecue sauce you want if you want it, and mix. I like mixing it all together. My kids like it separate because I think it's weird to mix food, but there you are. They'll get it. But yeah, it was super good.
Awesome. I think it's my turn. Okay. I'm going to tell you about some enchiladas that I've been thinking about.
Been thinking.
Thinking.
That was deep there, Petey.
Yeah. So you can make enchiladas really easy at home. I mean, 4 ingredients, right? You have your can of enchilada sauce, your tortillas, you have some sort of meat filling, and then you have your cheese on top. Super basic. And I use a lot of that same stuff for my base. I just kind of jazz it up a little bit. So with the enchilada sauce, you can definitely be adding a little bit more pepper to that. Chop up some jalapenos and put that in there. You got to spice up your meat a little bit as well. I've been using just hamburger. Put some taco seasoning in there. The trick to the tortillas is use the corn, fry them first in a lot of oil, and then wrap it all up. Throw that in there. Put your cheese on top, and then in the smoker. Just like Captain Ron said, anything you do in an oven, you can do it in a smoker, 275, and just adds that extra layer. So,
You ever smoked the meat beforehand?
I've
As
not.
well, or no?
No, I've not tried that.
Nice.
So can you explain
Try
the
that.
frying of tortillas for me?
Yeah, so you've got to cook a tortilla. You can use them raw or cold, whatever. But I mean, simply putting a tortilla like on a pan without any oil, makes a world of difference. But you fry a tortilla and it elevates it a lot. So you can put as much oil or as little oil as you want to. You could put an inch of oil in there and just totally submerge that thing.
Deep fry.
Yep, deep fry it really.
Yeah.
And
Does it harden though? Like, do you have to shape it before it?
you gotta
gotta
get to it before it
act fast.
stiffens out. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there a trick to it, or is there anything like you can see in the tortilla before it gets to that point, or you just have to keep on messing with it?
Yeah, you'll see the tortilla when you're cooking them, they'll puff up a little bit. Those air pockets, they fill with air. And, the first time you do it, you'll be like, ooh, and then we'll want to poke it. You'll want to poke the air pocket and you're going to
I
burn
will.
yourself.
Yeah.
But same thing when you fry it, it'll puff up, it'll shrink a little bit. And then, you got to work with it right away.
Okay.
It's still soft.
Because I want to try it. I've never did it before. That's what I'm asking. I'm
Yeah.
intrigued by it. 'Cause I'm like, ooh, I got to try this. But I can see my wife looking at me like I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So doing it. So, that's why I asked so many questions about it. Because
Not
if
any
I'm listening to
different
this,
than
I want
any
to
other
know.
night.
What was that?
Not any different than any
Yeah,
other
I
night.
know. Yeah.
And you
Because
prefer the corn over the flour, correct?
Yeah.
Is that
For
the-
this, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it with flour plenty of times, and I love that too. When you fry a tortilla.
Right. You can't really go wrong. It's like
Right.
pizza, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk. I did on Saturday a double smoked Dr. Pepper glazed ham. So been watching a few things. Captain Ron had one on his YouTube channel where he did one. A couple other people did too. I was watching, so I said, "What the heck? I'm gonna try it." Went to Meyer. They had ham in, not the spiral. I did ham with the bone inside, and so I picked one up, 8-pounder, and what I did was I scored it. I cross-hatched it, and then I hit it up with Tailgate Foodie's Carolina sauce as my binder. And then I hit it with little Suckle Buster's honey barbecue honey barbecue and the KC combo from Tailgate Foodie. And then I put it on the smoker, just right on there. And I started at 200, super low. For about 6 hours, I did it. And so it got to about 160 or so. Took it off 160. So now, nice little bark. Then my daughter Zara and I, we made a glaze. My first time ever making a glaze from like scratch. Super, not hard at all. Super easy. I can do it, no problem. So we put a cup of brown sugar. We put a bunch of honey, whatever you like. I use that Mike's spicy honey, and then I poured Dr. Pepper and mixed it slowly till it got like a maple syrupy consistency. And then my daughter Zara was just mopping on that ham, all in that. Because what happens with smokes, that crosshatch, as you know, pulls apart. And so you just nail it with that glaze inside all that. Put it back in, all right, to let the glaze start caramelizing, about 15, 20 minutes. Took it off, and I wrapped it like I would a pork shoulder butt. And I hit it up with more glaze in the bottom of the tin foil. Hit it up with some more rub, too, as well. Closed it, and let it go to 203. So just like a pork shoulder butt. Pulled it out, hit it up with some glaze, let it rest for about 40 minutes. Then all of a sudden, that bone just wiggled right out. And you take those meat claws and you shred it up. And to tell you what, and the caramelization, the bark, you have the sweetness of the Dr. Pepper, you have the brown sugar too as well, but you have the spice of a little bit of heat. It was just the perfect combination, and just like a pork shoulder butt, but it was ham. So had the Hawaiian rolls. And put a little of that Carolina barbecue sauce on it. It was unbelievable. Daughters ate it up. My wife commented, not only does she not to do turkey anymore, now she doesn't do ham anymore because it was super good, and made the cheesy potatoes too to go with it. So it can't beat cheesy potatoes and ham for a meal. It was super good. So recipes there also through the cheesy potatoes. And Mr. Berlin, I want to let you know that I did use 2 cans of cream of jalapeno in my cheesy potatoes. So I just want to let you know. I didn't want you to be disappointed in me.
Nervous
I know. Dr. Pepper and cream of jalapeno.
I feel better. Right.
Yeah. Those are my 2 staples. Jessica's like, why do we have 4 cans of cream of jalapeno in our pantry? I'm like, why not? You just never know when you're going to use it.
Why don't you have 10?
I know. I see. That's the question. I know.
I want to thank you though, because you gave me a good idea. I do a Grill Masters. It's called Grill Masters with my family, extended family, and it's a huge same thing. It's like a smoking, grilling, outdoor cooking event. No one's ever done ham. We've done this for 6 years now.
Yeah.
No one's ever done ham, so everyone's looking for that unique.
There it is, man.
Piece.
Yeah.
So hush. Hopefully none of them are watching our podcast. But I am definitely bringing that out.
Yeah, it's
this summer. Yeah,
it's so good, and you can really do anything for glaze. It's not pineapple, but it's really the base is brown sugar and honey, and then whatever you mix with it. And it was, I tell you, I'm not a big ham person, but this was top notch.
You could probably do more Dr. Pepper and just reduce it.
Yeah,
like a boil.
You could, and I didn't. I just mixed it right there. So that's a good point too. Reduce that. And even get a thicker consistency. Oh, that'd be really tasty.
Does the consistency of the meat change? Because ham's kind of unique. It's kind of like a Spanish.
It's spongy. That's when you go to about, I believe it's 145, 150, somewhere in there. You take it off, and then you cut it down to the bone, and you serve it we think of a traditional ham, half sliced ham.
Yeah.
This goes to more of the pulled pork consistency.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah,
that's why I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
So you buy a smoked ham in the store. Everybody buys a smoked ham.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of wood do you use to smoke your ham the second time?
Good question.
Great question.
Yeah.
So the great question. So I always do my my charcoal and my cherry combo.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I have the 2. I do it through on a pellet smoker because it'll be a super long smoke. And I was thinking about firing the offset up, but it was a little windy on Saturday. And I was like, I just want to make sure this goes down well, because for the first time I did it. So I did that, and that's a combo I use. So just that like as Leanne talked about, that soft smoke, soft smoke, just enough where you get it, get a little bit of that charcoal, but it's not like, boom, it's not a mesquite,
Do you think those bourbon wood barrel chips would be a good combo for the ham?
I think, I do.
Yeah.
You get that sweeter bourbon taste
like
to
that.
it, but not too much, like
Right.
anything else. Yeah.
Mix it in there.
I did. Royal Oak has a pellet. I mean, not Royal, Crown Royal has a pellet too. And I tried that once. Lawrence Adams, Coach Adams, gave me a bag of that. And that was good on pork, really good on pork. But you have to order them online, I think. And so I just never have. Because I want to try peach wood pellets too. I never have either, because I haven't ordered them. So double smoked. And you got to be careful, because double smoke, you're smoking it again. And so you got to really hit it with that glaze so it doesn't lose that moisture in it. That's a big key too. So that was my daughter Zara was in charge of mopping with the glaze. So worked out well. And so anything you guys have maybe else you've tried lately or going to try?
I'm getting to that homemade brat season.
So, yes, you are.
I'm looking forward to possibly sharing that. More than likely, I will share my brat recipe. I do have like a Christmas sausage Polish kind of recipe that's really unique and dear to my family that I will never share.
Yeah,
probably no different than your kudigi.
My kudigi.
So it's but I will share my brat recipe. It's a really good basic recipe, and I'll do jalapeno cheddars, pepper. I'll do pepper mozzarella. We call them Packer brats because it's jalapeno cheddar, green and gold, awesome. Whatever. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I haven't thought of a cowboy themed brat yet. But then there's like we call it the Badger. Again, staying with the state of Wisconsin. So the red pepper with the white cheese, you can think of white cheese. But I'll be sharing that brat recipe more than likely once I do that process. Share some photos. Yep.
Yeah, my daughter asked for queso yesterday, so I got some queso.
That's nice.
Can't go wrong. Love queso.
Yeah. I think I have it up. I think it's on a recipe second. I'm doing this weekend the street corn queso. My wife, she loves that. But I'm venturing again. I'm trying it. Well, I did it once already. Going beef tongue.
Oh yeah.
I'm going beef heart too.
Nice.
So we're trying it. We're gonna give it a shot. I have it in my freezer, so might as well. So I'm gonna fire up the offset too and get that smoke rolling this weekend. And so we'll see what happens. Yeah.
It seems like we're like-minded. I mean, Mexican food. Summer to me says Mexican food. So
yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, I was looking at beef tongue tacos and things like that. That's now I'll fry my tortillas now.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, fry them up. Yeah. So we'll see. But well, gentlemen, episode 24 in the books. Big announcement. We have a big guest. I mean, you think of barbecue, he is your top. Give it away, male. The top 5 people you think of a barbecue world, competition world, successful
Very
TV host coming on our next episode, celebrate our 25th episode. And so take a look at Meat Fest presented by Pelkey's Smoky Meat Market. We're not getting paid to say that. All right. But we're going to be there and we try a lot of local, and even some Minnesota barbecue specialists there. So it should be a great time. And
if you're there, you might be able to get some Super Smoke Bros prizes or merch
if
you're there. So
so make sure you follow us. We'll be looking and we'll be around. Part of our gig is going around interviewing people, putting on social media pages and going live. And maybe even if you want to get interviewed, we can interview you live right there to be on the podcast too. And we'll be on the main stage in a panel where you get to drill us with any questions you want about some of the people we've met and the podcast and it's amateur barbecue and talking barbecue. That's what we're all there. It's the community. So we're really just, like I said, we're not getting paid to say this, but we are just trying to really promote it and get as many people up to Green Bay. Even I have a bunch of people coming down from Upper Michigan for it too. So it's going to be a great time. Music, bourbon, beer, barbecue. Life is good. Life is good. So
I'm missing my kids' baseball tournament to be there. So
Yep. It's
Hope to see you there.
I am missing my daughter's dance recitals, but it's competitive, so I've seen the routine many times, so we're okay.
Yeah.
So I'm missing that too, and but they understand. I think they wish they'd be with us instead. So
and my kid only plays about 60 baseball games in the summer, so I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I think maybe on the count of 3, smoke on, and episode 24, recipe edition in the books. So, gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, smoke on.